Okay, I was asked to pull cards on why is Trump so enamored of dictators. Well, it's like I said, the first card out tells the tale. It's an abuse of power because he is a failed individual and he wants to convince himself that he is powerful. Okay? So that's why he idolizes these guys. Rise, right. That would, if you know, again, this would elevate him. He is so enamored of them because they are something he is not, and he wants to convince himself that he is powerful. Okay? He's a weasel. This is somebody that keeps attacking E. Jean Carroll because he's not a man. Okay? A man doesn't do that. This is somebody that's, that wants to convince people that he's strong and he's powerful and he's dynamic and he's, you know. What did he say when he went in there? I'm an A-lister. And what did he say when he got off the bus? Okay? When you're a big personality, you can get away with it. Okay? I just see something I want and I grab him by the you-know-what. Yeah. What a loser. At the center of it, it's about moving. I almost did the wrong thing here. Okay, what's crossing it is new action. And what's underneath of it is trying to figure out the next move. Hey, Miss Lily, do you mind, Miss Lily? Do you mind, Miss Lily? Yeah, Oh, kiss up to me now, girlfriend. So in the past, it's about what's being given. Okay? Their big people give. I think he was, you know. Yeah. So what it is now, it's about him. His narcissism. Okay? What's being given or the lack thereof. Okay? I think that when he was a child, he was like this, and he didn't get what he wanted from his daddy. He didn't get enough things. So, above it, we have tempering, balance. Underneath of it, we have judgment. And, hey, underneath of it all, we have the wheel is turning. Okay? He wants to temper justice. He doesn't want real justice, okay? He wants to be able to control. The challenge is what he's trying to sell, wish fulfilling. I wish I were that. That's the challenge. I wish I was that. Well, he's not that. Miss Lily. The outcome is the light dawns. Okay? Above it are the people surrounding. Okay? Underneath of it, the foundation is doesn't like the harvest, and so underneath of it all, he tries to work on it. Okay? He tries to work on it. So again, it's about the lovers, the people he wants to convince, those that are surrounding him. His challenge again is the wish-fulfilling card, what he's trying to sell emotionally, okay, about how wealthy he is, but he's not good. He's not a good businessman. He's a failed businessman. He knows how many times he's had to, lie to get loans. He knows how many times he's been bankrupt, even bankrupting casinos, okay? He's a failed businessman, so he tries to work on convincing people that he is what he wish he were, okay? If I could elevate myself to abuse power, to be a dictator, okay? He sees them as genuinely made men, okay? That they've pulled themselves up by the bootstraps, and that's what he tries to convince people he's done, and he hasn't. And he knows he's a failed businessman, okay? So let's break this down by content. So we're going to start with the major arcana, the major things moving forward, okay? We have him here, and he's being tempered by justice. The wheel is turning, karma is coming, and he's worried about those in surrounding him, that they will see the light of what he is, and more importantly, what he's not. Now, we don't have any of the mental stuff here. This is mainly about the daily stuff. I think when he was young, he didn't get enough what he needed. He's a failed businessman, so he's trying to work it by what? Emotionally trying to sell. Wish-fulfilling card. Okay, this is what he's trying to sell, the merchant. Okay? He's got his feet in the mental realm. Behind him is all the emotional stuff. He's being driven by subconscious, and that's his mental action. He's being driven by the subconscious, by the things that came as a child, okay? And it's about the new actions of trying to figure out his next move, okay? And what's he look to? He looks to those that are far off. He looks to the dictators, those that are controlling other countries, okay? That's who he idolizes. Those that can drive the fear of people. And so I think that's what he tries to do. He tries to, who's he say, oh, he likes that Xi Jinping is so smart that he rules with an iron fist and people are afraid of him. So that's what he tries to do. And who's he want to bully most? Women, okay? Women. He's such a tough guy that he bullies women, okay? He is such a failed loser, and I don't care how much he does and how much he tries to disrupt the court and show his MAGA people how tough he is, and I don't care about rules, I don't care about laws. I'm beyond it. I'm bigger than that. Really, these judges need to take him down a peg. Okay? Let's take the Lenormand and see what it says about his idolizing dictators. And somebody said, I think she said, when he was a young boy, he idolized dictators. Okay? Because he is a failed person. But let's see what this says. Above it all, it's about, wealth, power, business acumen, okay? Building an empire, okay? The timing. At the center of it we have endings, okay? What's crossing it is your life, the life that you're leading, endings, wanting to end things, and underneath of it, shedding light on stuff. So I think his life, he wanted to end it and make it something brighter, something bigger. Why? Because he's a failed person within himself. Okay? I'm sure his daddy told him that he's worthless. Okay? His daddy gave him lots of money and he pissed it away. In the past, yeah, looking for approval, friend, looking up. And I think that's, again, looking to his daddy, looking upwards for approval. Love me, daddy, and it wasn't there. So what's going on now? He's got those dark conversations. He's always looking for something in the dark. Okay? Above it, we've got women and wanting to create a new storyline. Okay? And underneath of that, part of it is if he could be in the White House again, he tells himself that makes him important. Okay? Rulership. So the challenge is that this is a grinding wheel. This is something that he can't deal with. Okay? It's crushing. The outcome is a hard lesson. Yeah. Hard-fought lessons. Above it, things being cut. The foundation is he's slow-moving and he needs to protect himself. He needs to have a shell around himself. Why? Because underneath of it all, this is what he struggles with. He struggles with. He wishes he would be one of power that could constrict and do that, but this is what he struggles with. Okay? Hey, Miss Lily. So that's what I get. Why? As a young guy, because he saw them as ultimate control and power and being able to do things what he was the opposite of what he is, which is a weakling. I'm sure his daddy told him, you're a weakling. You're useless. Okay? And his dad was like cutthroat. Okay? And so he wanted to be that. But here he is, you know, he had to have his daddy pay. He paid people to do his tests in school, and he was Captain Bone Spurs. Okay, he ran away from the military how many times? How many times he ran away from the military and got, you know, a doctor's excuse. His daddy had to write him a doctor's excuse. Okay? And so what's he tell people? He was a coward. Okay? So he tells people, oh, I like people that weren't, because if you got captured, you weren't. You know, and I don't, what do they get out of it? They're stupid. Okay? They do something he cannot do. McCain went through that and suffered through that and was a stand-up man. So he hated McCain for that because he couldn't do it. Okay? So I'm going to leave that here. Yeah. He's a failed man and he knows he's a failed man. Underneath of it. That's why he's got to have somebody like Melania. He's got to pay for somebody there to say, oh, look what I have. Don't you wish you had a woman like that? Yeah, she won't even come near him. He's got to pay her to come near him. Okay? This is the big important man that everybody wants to be near. He's got to pay her to be arm candy. Okay? So it's all a fake, it's all a fraud, it's all a lie. And within himself, he's this little boy that never grew up. Okay? This little boy that was never good enough. So he's got to always project bigger, bigger, bigger than anything, because within himself he knows he's a failure. And he can't let anybody see that. So he wants to idolize dictators that could snap their fingers and get anything done. Okay? So I'm going to leave that here. Thank you for your question, and I'll see you online.